Hi there, Joel from Jonesy's, and today we're going to start a how-to video series, several parts, on how to coat this 1982 Chevrolet pickup truck with a DIY bed liner product, specifically Monstaliner. Some of you guys may have seen some of my other videos. I used the same product, Monstaliner, previously on a Land Cruiser. It was a Predator green, a bright green Land Cruiser. And that's been a while, so things have changed a little bit, and we're going to go a little bit deeper into how to prep the truck, the products that we use step by step, and then how we're going to apply it. Now, the Monstaliner itself can be applied in two different ways. You can either spray it or you can roll it. We have a paint booth, a big air compressor, so we are going to spray it. It's a little bit faster to apply it that way. It definitely takes a little bit more time in terms of prep, because as you can see, you have to mask everything off in order to spray it. You don't have to mask nearly as much if you're going to go for the roller application. So this video series is going to be specifically for how to apply the Monstaliner with a body shuts gun. So let me grab the camera and I'll give you guys a nice walk around, and we'll talk about how we prepped the truck. So the owner of this truck, he just wanted kind of a work truck, but he wanted to have it be nice enough to where it wasn't going to be embarrassing. And so we decided that it would be good to remove all the trim, since a lot of his trim was damaged. So we removed all the trim, and then we scuffed up the whole side, all the old paint, with 80 grit paper, and then finished it off with 120. So we took care of all the rust spots, we filled all the trim holes, and then we smoothed out with just some rough body filler, so that the side of the truck will look nice and clean and straight. So carried that around. We took care of all the rust and all the rocker panels, floor pans, and then you can see the bare spots. We just took care and feathered out any of the issues on the existing paint. So we're not going to do the inside of the bed at this time. That's going to be done later. If you notice this big hump right there, that actually was a propane tank. So this truck was a propane powered truck, and it's going to be converted to gasoline. So we're going to do the bed after all that propane conversion has been finished. So you can see kind of the prep work we did, masking everything off that we don't want to have coated. We removed all the door handles, all the mirrors, again all the trim, all the lights, the grill, and we're going to coat the outside of this. Now when I say bed liner, a lot of you guys are probably thinking it's going to be black. Well, it's not necessarily, it's not going to be black. One of the nice things about Monstaliner is that they sell all of their products with different shades. And this one, we're going to use the Midnight Special shade, which is a dark blue. So we're going to coat the whole thing with dark blue, including the door jambs. And after you get all of your rough body work taken care of, the next step is going to be to coat it with several coats of epoxy primer. And the point of the epoxy primer is to take care of all of the bare metal spots that we have on the truck. It'll seal all that stuff up, neutralize any of the rust, small little rust stuff that we have going on any of the bare metal, and it'll give a perfect base for the Monstaliner to stick to. So the next step is we're going to mix up just some generic black epoxy primer, and you choose the color of the epoxy primer based off of what color your Monstaliner is going to be. Ours is going to be dark blue, so the black will make everything a little bit darker. After two heavy coats of the black epoxy primer, The truck is going to cure for about an hour, and then we're going to go ahead and spray it. And if we get up close, you can see that body filler just soaks up that primer. That's why it's really important for you to get 2 really nice wet heavy coats on here and then let it cure so that it gives us a nice foundation. This stuff is stable for 24 hours. Usually you can recoat it in 24 hours and you don't have to sand it. So we are well within that wet on wet application. And so you can see it is ready to go. So the next video is going to cover how you guys actually mix and apply the Monstaliner. Please subscribe to the channel and contact Monstaliner if you guys have any questions about applications. They're very helpful in answering any of your guys' questions for their products. So thanks for watching, and look for part 2 of the Chevy truck Monstaliner Midnight Blue application.